The Earl of Salisbury can probably tell he's not going to get his wife back if he lets her go, and so he holds her captive. The Pope and the Church then have to strong-arm the Earl of Salisbury, and so they demand that he let Joan testify of what's really going on. After hearing everything, the Pope annuls the second marriage and gives her back to Thomas. 11 years and 5 children later, Thomas dies, and Joan is a hot commodity on the market. So 32-year-old Joan catches the eye of 28-year-old Prince Edward. So they get married, and then they have a son named Richard. Now, when Richard was 9 years old, his father would get sick and die, and a year later, his king grandfather would also die, leaving 10-year-old Richard as next in line for the throne, making him King Richard II, who Shakespeare actually wrote a play about. 4 years later, the British peasants started to revolt, and they were out for royal blood. Now, Joan was traveling back to London, and she accidentally crossed paths with the mob and their vicious leader, Tyler Watt. But impressively, after 53 years of being in the public eye as a royal, Joan somehow had built and maintained a favorable reputation amongst the common person. Because of this, they did not treat her the way that they wanted to treat the other royals. Instead, they kissed her on the hand, sent her on her way, and even provided an escort to make sure she got back to London safely. So basically, Joan is the real-life combination of Cersei and Tywin Lannister, and if you ask me, I think she played the Game of Thrones perfectly.